Iniesta. It's Dani Alves in a goal here. Good save by Van der Sar. Comes out to Messi. Van der Sar was back, but there was cover in front of it. And his second goal in 15 appearances, Pedro. Tonight. Messi. Oh, Messi! He overpowered Edwin van der Sar. Out of very little. The little man gets a lot for Barcelona. He scores in England, and it's at Wembley, and it puts Barcelona 2-1 up against Manchester United in the Champions League final.
Not so often, Martin, we eulogise about his mazy dribbles. This time, it was all about the shot, the power. Edwin van der Sar, I'm not sure, the ball's swerving away from him. The question he's got, the Dutchman, is how on earth has Messi got the space 20-25 yards out to pull the trigger with no pressure on the...
Haven't lost all those games, and they might not lose this one, but they have conceded two, the first two away from Old Trafford in their Champions League campaign this season.
Well, they came back before, a goal out of nothing. Goals that have made the ref think. Manchester United won't want to watch this too many times because
Park more central. They're playing behind Park here. Here's Pedro. Iniesta. It's Messi again. Parried by Van der Sar, cleared by Nemanja Vidic. Where Messi eventually found the back of Manchester United's net. It's not all about little 1-2. How many alternative plans Sir Alex Ferguson has got? It continues like this. It's a lovely ball by Iniesta. It's Dani Alves. Alves. Messi. Barcelona in command. Barcelona all went to the near post, but now it breaks their way again, and Messi's way, and that means problems for Manchester United. Not lucky to get it back. Here's Pedro. Can't find room for the shot. Iniesta does! Messi. Going to hit another one. Messi. Xavi. Here's Dani Alves. Xavi. So they've got Manchester United where they want them at the moment. It's David Villa. Brilliant. Brilliant Barcelona. David Villa gets in on the act. And that should see off Manchester United. They forced them back. And they found a way through again. Pep Guardiola's magnificent team.
Well, we said it was coming. Anybody could see that. Now you see it, now you don't.
Paul Scholes has been out warming up. He wants to try and get a measure of control. A thrashing at Wembley. Xavi trying to go through himself rather than return it to Messi, who not stop running in case.
That's a fair comment on it. Seems to be loving every minute.
To Kasai, the referee, is just letting Barcelona break. Giggs was convinced. Busquets.
Shows much more savoury side in this match. Busquets to that.
They're sending their message around the world. A great feel for the occasion. Manchester United. Even he, his nervous gestures. Scholes losing out. Messi. One last thrust. Barcelona don't need it. It would be just like them to supply it. In the red and blue stripes, who are poised for their celebrations, which start now. And Wembley is hallowed ground for Barcelona again. Messi a scorer. Villa a scorer in the second half as they pulled away from Manchester United. And Sir Alex accepts it with good grace. He knows that they've been beaten by the best in Europe in the new stadium. as Barcelona were the best in Europe in the old stadium 19 years ago. Guardiola a winner here as a coach, just as he was as a player. No revenge for Rome for Manchester United, none of their joy of 1968.
But without it, they worked so hard, they put Manchester United under all sorts of pressure. Talk about the midfield players, Busquets ran that game today. But it was very difficult for Carrick and Giggs, and unfortunately it was just a mismatch. Xavi and Iniesta just dominated them from start to finish. Made it very difficult for them. And that guy there, Lionel Messi, they have the best player in the world, and he proved that again tonight, involved in every single thing that Barcelona did. He's a magician, the little fella.
Play against a team that's absolutely fantastic, and tonight, you know, you have to hand it to Barcelona. They were magnificent on the night.
There will be a few just about ready for the presentation there. A disappointed to Alex Ferguson. Let's rejoin Martin Tyler.
Oh, here they come. Pep Guardiola, who climbed the old steps as a winning player in Cruyff's team of 1992, when they had to delay, came on right at the end, and there is the genius, which is to lift the European Cup for Barcelona. It's typical of the club. They have won it by beating English clubs before. They have won it in England before. Now they've done both on the same day. A class act. Simply the best. Barcelona.
Pace something, 2 passes, getting efforts at your goal. They're great to watch, Jeff.
I was tough on Mascherano before the game. I thought that would be a potential weakness. I've seen it in the years, 70s and 80s, 90s, where power, strength, long ball. This is going back to sort of the Brazilian teams of the 60s and 70s, where total football.
A very good team that won the Premiership with a lot to spare, really, in the end. And they've been made to look pretty average tonight. And that's not a criticism of Man United, because I actually think we're witnessing the best football team that's ever played football. In my opinion, the way they pass the ball, when you talk about keeping possession, they're prepared to fire the ball to you, an old midfield player. I can't look beyond Xavi and Iniesta. I'm thinking, if I'm playing against them, what do? I hold my hands up, I think you'd be lost. And I think we saw with Michael Carrick and Ryan Giggs tonight, it was a bit of an unfair fun.
Do you think he's the best ever?
Yes, I do. Oh yeah, I do. I mean, the more I see of him, I was at Nou Camp.
Celebrations continue in the stadium. And Pep Guardiola endures or enjoys the bumps at the hands of his players. The club's motto is more than a club, and you get the feeling that is precisely right. And of course, Guardiola has been with them as boy and man. He is Barca through and through.